Toxin Lover, another one of the aspects that is just a buff up a damage over time, this time poison, but it is a little bit unique in the way that it takes the necklace affix of healing you when you're poisoned and just giving it to you all the time. All the time, forever. There's not a whole lot of enemies that actually do poison in the game. I think the only one is the knife thrower guys, if I'm not mistaken, but that is why I'm going to be creating my own poison. But with what? With what? Let's say you get a 2 times explosive decoy? Sure, why not? Whatever. And that's pretty much the entire plan for this run. It's going to be Alchemic Carbine, which I know, yes, that is, it's pretty much the same thing that I do anytime I want to do a very overpowered run, but there's an aspect here. Like, I don't know what else to say. This is not going to be a difficult run as far as I'm concerned. Because although you do take a lot of damage in Dead Cells, especially on 5-cell mode, like, oh my god, the amount of damage you take on 5-cell mode from even a singular hit. Observe me getting punched by a rat, for example. Okay, well, maybe not that much. Observe me getting hit by... Okay, maybe I gotta get a little bit later into the game. But the thing is, it's like being able to heal up quickly from that is, should make this a pretty simple sort of run. Especially because, you know, this is any poison, not just the poison that enemies apply to me, or you get by standing in poisonous water. Look, I don't think that this is going to be a very difficult one. Healing is a problem in Dead Cells because, you know, it's limited. Very limited. Extremely limited. However, this just makes it so that you can get it all the time. It's very similar to Blood Drinker or the other mutation, Relentless, that I did before, where just being able to regen up health easily means that you're just going to have an easier time. Period. End of story. And that is why I don't really think that well, we'll see. There's always the whole level of hubris that I fall into very often that is horribly embarrassing. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. Dying to hubris is the #1 cause of death for me in this game, of course. But you know how that goes. This aspect similar to the blood one? Similar, but I would say less powerful. You don't get as much healing. You get a good amount of healing, obviously. But unlike the blood drinker, which all you need to do is just take out the open wounds mutation and then combo that with a simple, like, fast weapon, one of the daggers, either Sadistic Dagger or Snake Fangs or, you know, just something that's fast. It's like that's all you need to do to get, like, a nigh-on invincible run. Although making sure that you have, like, a little bit of rally at the same time, too, is obviously important. Endgame bosses are still going to be nearly one-shotting you, but even if you just take the simplest precautions of, like, I don't know, disengagement. That's all you need. That's all you need. You're fine otherwise. You can survive pretty much anything. Then Relentless, of course, with the... Then Relentless, of course, with the other... The vampirism, it's just like, you're like literally invincible. Like, you cannot be killed. Nothing can. It's not the Sadistic Dagger anymore. Wait, what is it now? Because I keep forgetting... Damn it! What is it called now? Because I don't even remember. I can't remember anything anymore. I have no memory for the names of stuff. There's an amulet, poison heals you. Yeah, and it's pretty much the exact same thing, except this also applies to poison that you put down. For example, from the Alchemic Carbine, which is exactly why... Wait, why would I even take this? Which is exactly why I'm taking it right now. How do you rate all the aspects by tiers so far? Oh man, I would have to, like, get, you know, some sort of, like, tier list type of thing out here. I think obviously top tier is going to be Relentless Aspect, Blood Drinker Aspect, same thing. Well, maybe not same thing, but, like, let's just say absolute tippy top tier is going to be Relentless, because that one is just, like, we're rating it in terms of power, right? Not, like, in terms of, I don't know, how much fun it is. Well, anyway. Sadist Stiletto. Okay. There. Okay, yes, that's right. That is the actual name of it. Oh, man. Look, they changed a lot, all right? Wait, Rift? Oh, I missed it. I can't remember anything anymore, says man who remembers how all the enemies are called. Yeah. Yeah, well. You know, it's the same sort of thing. It's like a Northern Lion has said before. It's just like, God, imagine knowing the names of all the enemies in Binding of Isaac. I do know the names of all the enemies in Binding of Isaac. Just gonna throw that one out there right now. Tell you the difference between a mulligan and a mullaboom. God, I remember when people were first trying to unlock the Lost, and they're just like, the hell is a mullaboom? And it's like, it's a mulligan with a bomb in it. He has the no? How do you not know? Of course, this is also not like the first time that I've gone on like a rant about how I love learning the names of enemies and everything in the game. There's like in like any game I play. I remember talking about that with like a Mario enemy specifically last time, and by last time I mean it's probably been like 2 years since that video came out, but I still remember talking about it. Talking about the difference between like a thwomp, a womp, a thwimp, and a grozer. Yeah, those are the round ones. I like learning facts and lore. All right? Okay. Which aspect is most challenging? I mean, they're not really intended to give you any sort of challenge, but I guess like maybe the deployable one, because like there's not really deployable items don't really benefit too much from having an extra like a low cooldown or anything. Most of them, you know, you just kind of like keep them out and then they do their work around here. Like being able to throw down another set of deployables is not really going to make too much of a difference. Now, it's not for everything. Explosive decoy, obviously, and maybe the door, for example, could be useful. But I mean, we'll probably see that as I, you know, continue doing the aspects and end up doing that one eventually. They're supposed to lower the challenge, yes. Which, once again, it's like I'm okay with. I think Dead Cells is already a game that is hardcore in excess. Can I name an in excess song? Yes. Why can't I remember it? No, I should know this. Dun 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 dun. Bow bow bow. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. What is that song called? Somebody help me here. Yeah, what's the one with the demon inside called too? Whatever. I thought aspects give extra challenge. There are things that are like that in custom mode, but nah, aspects are like, they're just like, hey, here's some fun stuff. Mess around with sort of like a game legitimized semi-cheats. Like, I wouldn't even call them real cheats, but like semi-cheats. They are not like, you know, literally, you know, turn on God mode type of deal. But, well, except for Relentless when you're using vampirism. But they're fun, though. Make it a little bit easier to actually, like, learn the game. It fits a lot in the whole idea of this being the practice makes perfect. It's Dua Lipa song? Okay. What's the, oh, is it called Suicide Blonde? Is that the song that I'm thinking about? Yeah? Is that the dun 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 dun? Is that the one? There's a riff. I saw that one. They still disable achievements? Yeah, I think yeah, they disable achievements, the aspects, and you can't get outfits for like perfecting bosses, if I'm right. Something like that. It's like it's a minimal, like much like most things in Dead Cells. You don't really get too much detriment for messing around with some of the stuff that the game gives you to mess around with. What's your favorite toppings on pizza? I love green olives. I will just get a pizza with green olives all the time. In fact, I am probably going to get later today a pizza with green olives because I'm feeling like it. I was already thinking about that even before the stream started. I guess I can also get down with like pepperoni, onions, green peppers are also pretty good too. But man, green olives, that's the stuff. Oh, okay, let's just ignore that hitbox, which is exactly what I did. I can't eat pizza. Fair enough. The lactose intolerance, I understand. Me, I've always talked about that, where it's just like I'm lactose hypertolerant. I need to eat an entire block of cheese every single day, bar none. I've never tried green olives. They're great. They are, as far as like vegetarian options go, that and hummus are some of my favorites. Because hummus, one, is just a, bussin' entirely. I think anybody that eats a lot of hummus will agree. And green olives have a very good, it's like the brine they're soaked in, as well as the just kind of like natural oiliness of the olive, make them very savory and delicious, with very unique flavor to them. You said you love hummus? I love hummus. Like, you don't even know how much, I've said before that it's just like, if I would decide to go like full on like proper vegan, I would still be the world's fattest vegan, because I'd eat like a gallon of hummus every single day. It would be madness. You're vegetarian? No. I'm just saying that like I whenever I have pizza, it's like 99% of the time vegetarian, because it just has green olives on it. Oh. Now then. What does it taste like? Well, it depends on what you're getting, but it is a, it's basically like a very smooth sauce. You can think of it like that. Well, I guess usually you use it as like a dip or something. Savory. It's chickpeas. Have you ever had chickpeas before? Smooth sauce. Yeah. Like, what do you get in the grainy hummus? What am I even trying to think of? A pineapple on pizza? Yes. Yes, of course. Why not? I wouldn't really say that I have it smooth and sauce-like is what I would call it. But it's like, obviously, yeah, it's closer to like a dip. God, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot here. I can't describe foods very well. I eat a lot of food. I don't criticize it. Ask me about video games. I know about video games. You put olives in a beer. Like, what are you making, a beer teeny? I mean, look. Here's the thing. Yes, the saltiness and like sourness of an olive it pairs very well with a beer. But like, I don't know if I would say, yeah, like serve it in a martini glass and give me a dirty pilsner. That would be a little bit excessive. But yeah, like breadiness and olives work out pretty well. Do I like olives in hummus? Yes, I do. They're also very good. It's a good combination. Complements each other well. But anyway, yeah, it's like that's. What are we talking? Why are we talking about pizza? I've seen people put olives in their beer. Is it good? Like, should I be doing it? Hello, Sweeney Bonesock. Welcome to the jam. Currently doing the poison aspect and talking about olives, apparently. Because that's what I do. This is the life I lead. What do I even like? What could I guess tranquility, but that's not going to apply to the poison. It's only going to apply to the initial hit. Sure, slow down enemies. Sure. Olives and beer sounds just a little awful. I don't know. I think it's got its like the breadiness, the yeasty flavor of a beer. I think would complement an olive pretty well. Olives taste like grapes because they look like grapes. Like olives just like not common in other parts of the world or something? Because I'm surprised at the amount of people that have apparently never had olives here. I've only ever seen people put olives in dirty martinis. Yeah, well, you can put them in regular martinis too, but like dirty martinis are, a little bit of a brine to the. Ooh, there's where having the get out of here. There's where having the the crow's wings kind of came in handy. Oh God! Incredible superstar. No, I didn't say oh my God. I just don't like olives. Fair enough. I can understand. It's just like, I think that, yeah, vegetarian, like vegan culinary usages wise, I think they're some of the best stuff you can get because they're very flavorful and good. Pickles as well, but pickles to a lesser extent. Okay. Oh God, again. Okay, there's at least the curse con, so I don't have to worry about dying con. Oh yeah, I should have also been using my. I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know why I'm focusing on using the. I'm hyper. I see the rift there, by the way. I don't know why I'm hyper focusing on using the. Only using the. Yeah. Only using the thing. This is not a showcase run for the Alchemic Carbine. I live in Indonesia? Huh. Strange. I mean, it's like I can't really think of anything that would preclude Indonesia from getting olives as commonly as anywhere else in the world. They obviously they preserve very well. That's like how you make olives. You know how that is. It's like I'm not talking like fresh olives. I'm talking like brined olives, like the stuff that you find in a secondhand store. No, like the stuff that you find in jars. There we go. Yeah. Nice chain dodging. I feel like I did a very impressive job there. Look, it doesn't matter because once again, this entire aspect is about healing a lot, baby. Observe the healing that I'm currently doing. And despair. Anyway, all's most popular pizza topping in Israel, where meat isn't kosher, even though most people don't care about that. Hey, good. I'm glad to hear that it's just like I'm not some sort of like weird aberration. Also, I put ranch sauce on my pizza, but that's neither here nor there. But it's just like I'm glad to hear that it's just like other people are definitely into that whole style. Also savory, usually very salty, sturdier the flesh than grapes. They'll cling quite a bit to their pit. Yeah, I mean that's like usually you get pitted olives, but obviously I've had plenty of times where I've had there are also plenty of varieties of olives that are not pitted. Normally, especially if you're buying them from like an olive bar or something at the store. If you like shop at, I guess, Whole Foods or something. Which I occasionally do. I got a good like bruschetta mix, which I like. But it's not often because it's expensive. You know how that is. How's it going? Hey, it's going pretty good. This is another one of those aspects that is not a tremendously difficult one. Toxin Lover gives you a lot of healing. A lot of healing is usually the thing I lack in Dead Cells. So just having it here just means that I am able to stay alive nigh on infinitely because I don't take that many hits. It's just the hits you take are very big, you know? That whole thing. Some of you need Jesus or another religious icon. Hey, come on! It's like, look, like olives on pizza is not an uncommon topping. It's just usually other people have more than that in there. I want to say that just getting a pizza like loaded up with olives is not a common. That's not common. Although it is apparently is in some parts of the world. But not every part of the world, as we're all learning here. I like the international discovery. Like when I discovered that Milky Ways are not the same thing in other countries. which is still something that is super weird to me even right now. I can't believe that. Like, why would they change up candy bars like that in different parts of the world? Still one of my favorites, but I mean specifically the American version, not the one they get everywhere else. Evidently. Milky Ways are different. Yeah. Like they're closer to from what I understand, they're closer to like the Three Musketeers bars that we have in the States. In other parts of the world, like in Europe at the very least. Whereas like Milky Ways in America are, hey, I'll take that. Milky Ways in America are they're Snickers minus the peanuts. So just think of a Snickers, take out the peanuts, and that's a Milky Way. That's the entire thing. It's just the nougat and caramel, which I like because I'm not a huge fan of nuts in a. You know, I could probably actually just take that inside because I got a lot of healing, my dudes. Let's do it. I'm taking this mutation quite a while, in fact. USA Coke is so bad. Yeah. High fructose corn syrup. Look, as somebody that lives in Wisconsin, let me tell you, one thing that we do not lack around here is corn. Which is why we do that. Like, yo, we got a lot of corn. I am like within walking distance of 3 different cornfields right now. Which are currently being picked clean by Canadian geese and turkeys. I see turkeys around. They are much larger birds than you might think. Well, I mean, I suppose if you've seen a cooked turkey before, you probably have a good idea. But that does not compare to actually seeing those things. Wow, I'm getting lucky with the rifts. No. Not a big fan of nuts in my pants, transgender pride. I see. Oh. I'm used to Dutch Coke, but the German one has more caffeine in it. Nah. Yeah. I understand. I don't like a Coke. Know how that is. Can you not unlock new boss cells with an aspect on? Yeah, no, I don't believe you can unlock boss cells with the aspects on. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I can't remember if it prevents you from getting all achievements or just the ones for doing perfect boss fights or... But yeah, you can't get boss cells. That's the one thing. No, really, it's like playing on 5 boss cell mode. No downside there. I mean, aside from the perfect boss fight things, but whatever. Not a big deal. Well, boy. Yeah, I'd like to try and get my owl friend back up if I possibly could. I'm missing the owl friend. Okay, try again. Okay. Once you taste real Fanta, you unlock a chakra and start hating that Fanta. Oh yeah, Fanta tastes awful in... Fanta tastes awful in some countries like Israel and Russia because the recipe doesn't include any actual oranges. Really? Pretty sure it doesn't like include actual oranges in America because, you know, it's like 0% juice type of stuff, but or like 1% juice. But I guess it's been a while since I've had Fanta. I'll be honest right now. That has been some time. Oh, that also makes it pretty easy for healing as well. Good. Yeah, I haven't tasted the actual oranges. Okay. That would also probably change your judgment on it. Free Malaise. Yep. Oh, what does it matter? Malaise doesn't even make any difference to me. I'm too powerful. I am the cop who can't be stopped. RoboCop. Me. Hello, it's me, Robert Kopp. I'm here to save Detroit from ne'er-do-wells. Hubris incoming? Ah, whatever. Wait until we do Minecraft, and you'll see hubris. Oh, the hubris. Oh, you can't even imagine the sort of hubris that is going to be happening in that finale. The final singular episode that will close out the little mini-series that I've been doing there. As everybody cowers in fear at the monster that I've become. But we'll get to that later. For right now, that's else. Even though, like I said, it's like I do not expect the run to be getting too much more difficult from this point. I've already gotten 3. I could have gotten 4 challenge rifts, but I missed the first one. But I missed the one in the first area. It's like we're doing pretty good on stats, to say the least. Like I am very satisfied with the power that I have right now. Oh, the hubris. Loses 50% of health. Oh yeah? Look at my health right now. Since you posted that comment. I'll say that. I haven't had an orange in like 6 or 7 years. Huh. Interesting. I don't know, at my work for a really long time, just had like fresh fruit all over the place. So I would constantly have like bananas and oranges and apples every single day. It was nice. Not anymore, though. But that's a story for another time, or a story for many times already. I've already kind of told everybody about that and made it very clear in every one of the videos as of late. But you know how that... You bananas? Oh, whatever. Bananas are good. Had a banana yesterday after like 5 months. I don't know, you can get them pretty cheap if they're starting to get a little overripe here in the States. We're talking like 5 cents a banana. Which is usually when I jump in and eat a lot of fruit. That's right, everybody. It is, once again, not the healthiest thing, mostly because I eat like 10 pieces of fruit at a time, but, you know. Have you ever seen a man eat an entire glove of bananas? Well... You could watch me do it. Ever seen a man drink an entire gallon of orange juice in one sitting? Well, actually, it was only half a gallon. I remember, go ask the second guy about that. He was really freaked out. Just like, Jesus Christ, did you drink that entire thing? And I'm like, yeah. You have a poison immunity amulet? No, this is actually the Toxin Aspect, Toxin Lover, which is what's healing me a whole ton right now. You can see it in the bottom left corner. It is quite powerful. Yeah, I mean, the rarer thing with actually getting the poison immunity amulet is to get it at a point in time when you can use it, i.e. this area, before this area. Seems way too OP to be true. I mean, you still do die in like 2 hits in this game, but you can recover from pretty much anything aside. Bosses, I think, would be the biggest issue, but even then, pretty easy to deal with comparatively. It is not a bad aspect. Oh yeah, I was doing like the aspect ratings. So low tier, I guess, would be like pretty high tier would be like Damned. Low tier would be like the deployable one. Grenadier would be like mid tier, very powerful, but you know, falls off in boss fights. Menagerie, I guess I would put mid high. Blood Drinker, top tier. Well, not top tier. Top tier is Damned. Blood Drinker would be up there with Poison Aspect. Superconductor, put that one mid-low tier. I don't think it... Like, most enemies die before lightning bounces back and forth an awful lot. Fire, let's put that mid-low tier because, you know, it's like... it's fire, but fire is better. It's like, what can you really say? Fire's already pretty good as it is. Anyone that I'm missing? Oh, Assassin. I don't know where to put Assassin. I'm going to have to mess around with that a little bit. PC? Oh. No, I don't want to... Like PC. It's just like, I'm scared. I'm scared you're going to send me rat skulls. The fire is overkill. I mean, the thing is, it's not like it is not a the word I always used was transformative. It is not like a super transformative type of thing that changes the essential DNA of your run just by having more powerful fire. It's just like, hey, you do the same thing you would do with a normal run, except fire is a little bit more powerful. And that's... So yeah, well, let's put Assassin in the don't know yet tier. What was I looking for here? Oh, I was gonna go Zelda necklace. I have zero motivation to troll you. I want to help you. Yeah, that's what somebody would say who wants to troll me. You realize. Yeah, let's go grab the money too. It's like I don't like super need money right now, but I guess I should just go get it anyway if I can. No reason not to, after all. Okay. Did you know that roughly 6% of people? No. Ooh, interesting. That would be, like, yeah, I can imagine getting that necklace with the Assassin's run. Well, hard to say, because you have to wait around for a couple seconds, and this is Dead Cells. It's like, think of like the bus and fungus in Risk of Rain, where it's like, you never really get to use it because you're constantly moving around. I don't know. Either way, it's like, I don't need it. I don't need it right now because the initial hit that I get for like 150% extra damage is not going to be very useful, and I have no reason to sneak my way around everything in this run. I'm doing just fine. Oh. All right. Mix myself a drink while waiting for food delivery, but they're slow today, so I've drank most of it, and I've only had an instant soup for breakfast, so now I'm tipsy. How terrible. How will you survive? Thanks, Obama, by the way. I think is the more important part of that message anyway. All right. Let's get ready for this. Should have at least used tactics to make it more challenging because it looks too easy for you. I am using tactics. That's the, like, I don't think there's any good way to do this sort of run without using tactics. Because obviously the run to the ability to use is the alchemic carbine. It's just so powerful. Oh yeah, also I should be also prioritizing getting poison synergies, but I haven't even been. God, it is ridiculous the power that I'm getting here. That is due to, of course, multiple. This is, of course, due largely to multiple challenge rifts. Any other run would be very powerful in terms of, damage as well. It's just this one also has like the whole poison aspect to it that means that I also don't really lose too much health regardless of what happens. Observe, and that's with like the dead inside lessening my healing in general, which is normally a pretty devastating thing. I mean, this is one of the most games out there. It is. One will not argue that this is a video game that I'm currently playing. After all, speaking of Minecraft again, after all, I was named by Notch the player of games, if you all forgot about that. Me, Dr. Infernal Firebird, player of games. Hang that one on my wall. And should be done right here. Full health, baby. Does not consider it to be, For some reason I thought you used survival. Nope. I've been going 100%. I mean, it's just like the alchemic carbine. It scales. It no longer scales with brutality. So survival's the best choice, I guess. Sure. Fucking hate coffee. I'm drinking a coffee right now. I'm not a gamer. I'm a video game player. I would say video game enthusiast. Damn, what a bird. That's me. A lot combined. They just stapled together with hubris, gamer juices, and coffee, I guess. I didn't even use my keys in the last area. Probably should have done that. This point, nobody should really care about Notch in his opinion. Yeah, really. It's like how it's been like 8+ years since that dude has even worked on the game. We call this the graveyard. That's because the gravy chain's coming, baby, in the form of another challenge rift, I hope. Maybe. That's all I got. That was the pun. Okay, anyway. I don't know, it also feels, is it just me, or, you know, again, it's like I should probably save this for when we're actually playing Minecraft again. But is it just me, or is it if I was gonna take any guess as to like what the state of the game was, then I want to say like Notch just didn't even feel like working on the game after, let's say the Nether or so was introduced. Because Microsoft seems to be very much trying to like keep the game as like a time capsule for, you know, when it was most popular in like 2012 or so. And it's like the only major content that was added after the Nether, as far as I can tell, was the end, which is, yeah. You know. You know, one of the interesting things is that I looked at like I was looking at like the Minecraft wiki because I was just curious. It's like, what the hell is Minecraft Dungeons? You know, like Minecraft is a game that has like very minimal content in it. What happens when you try and turn that into like a more full-fledged game thing? And it's like I looked at like what the interpretation of the end was in Minecraft Dungeons, and it's just like, oh man. This makes Minecraft look like some sort of fan game for the official spin-off. It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it a lot though. It's just I don't know, for a game that's been like the game for the past 10 years and like video game medium defining game. Over 10 years, worth $2 billion. It sure still feels like it plays like an indie game that came out in 2012. You know? Like, I sort of expected more? I don't know. I think Minecraft Dungeons is unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, I have no real interest in like playing it, but I was just curious as to like, what does that look like when you take the pretty minimal world of Minecraft and then try and like adapt it into a like more traditional, like less you know, Lego video game. Yeah. But it's just like, I think it was more so that he didn't intend for it to be the massive success he was, and he didn't want to deal with it at that point. Yeah, probably. Let's see, like, if anybody's saying. Main issue is that people get really upset when Microsoft tries to change anything major. Yeah, and I get the feeling that it's just like Microsoft, you know, is really trying to, like, avoid. Still, though, you'd think that, like, the amount of enemies in the game, for example, feels like it's still in early access or something. Like, we have the shoot enemy, and we have the melee enemy. And that's like, oh, wait, did I not actually get the key? Huh. And those are like the major enemy types in the game. That's like 99% of what you're going to be fighting. I don't know. Like I said, it's just like, we just thought that it's like after, yeah, $2 billion, 10+ years, medium defining game. Still, though, I am having fun with it. So what can I say, really? It is still a quite fun game, but I also play a lot of like games that are indie games and maybe don't have a whole lot of polish associated with them. Which is why I find it surprising that everybody else is into it more than anything else. You know. Yeah, Microsoft feels like Terraria 1.0 Terraria in size. That's kind of, you know, I was thinking about that too, where it's just like, yeah, Minecraft does kind of like feel sort of how Terraria felt in 2012. Like, I think about how far Terraria has come with its content since the release in like 2012, and it's like Minecraft does feel pretty meager by comparison. I don't know. But of course, that's why we got mods and everything, which is like, hey, if Mojang ain't gonna do it, my community certainly can. That's why I'm very interested in eventually checking those out, because I would like to see. Well, I don't know if I want to commit more time to playing Minecraft, because I've already committed so much time to doing that already. I should really get on with, you know, all of the other stuff that I want to do. Sure, why not? All the other stuff I want to do on the channel already, and quit like trying to optimize my enchantments on my armor here for no reason. Isn't Minecraft just for building at first? Oh yeah, I mean, survival was like something that came, at least from what I remember, because I was there when Minecraft first came out in 2009. Like, I'm sure you can probably guess that I was an adult at that point in time, so I remember it pretty well. It's like it was like it took a while for like survival as a gameplay style to even come into existence. But that is also like the standard way to, you know, play the game. Like when I started up the game, playing in creative mode was the secondary option, not the primary one. Minecraft is a ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff, but it's a really good one. I mean, I feel like with Minecraft that it's just like the public desire for a fun Lego type of game sort of like trumped the fact that it was a pretty rough, like, it's like a very rough 2012 indie game, you know? It's like it still has that that feeling to it, but it's just like also it is the premier like Lego building game, and I can appreciate that. Actually, it's the sort of thing. It's like yet another one of the many games that I can point to and be like, see, anybody can make a video game. All you gotta do is look for something that people really want to play. Next update is first real or major change to the world gen. I mean, the Nether though, was that still when Notch was in was like in charge of it or whatever, like adding in the new Nether biomes? Because I remember that, I very vaguely remember, and also had it confirmed by somebody in chat, that it's like the original Nether was mostly just Netherrack and that's about it. Like it was Netherrack and it was like the piglins and that's it. Nope, that was Microsoft. Okay, so yeah, there has been some stuff, but I don't know. It could be more. New nether biomes were relatively recent. Okay. Because they're pretty good, to be fair. It's just, you know, it does also still suffer from the fact that it's like, well, the soul sand biome is, you got skeletons and you got skeletons. And if you're looking for other mobs, well, there's also skeletons. And maybe a skeleton if you're lucky. So it's like, hey, would like to. I want to see that. I guess it's just like, yeah, you think about like how Dead Cells, for example, looked in 2017. Think about how like Terraria looked back in 2012. I want to see them go full ham with like really changing it up. People are just gonna play on the old versions for mods anyway. It's like, why not just? Well, people are gonna complain. I know. Look, I'm not so naive to be blind to like public opinion or anything like that. But that does not mean that I still don't have opinions myself. The huge reason no new enemies were added was because of the Phantom. I don't know, they don't seem that bad to me. Like, you have to not sleep for 3 days or something. The only thing cool about Minecraft for me is Redstone. Redstone is very cool. I like how they did that a lot. Haven't gotten too deep into it because, you know, like I said, there's not really too much reason to try and, like, get super optimize everything in the game, ultimately. Because enemies are not tremendously difficult. They're either extremely difficult to deal with, or they're not difficult at all to deal with. They're like utterly trivial. So I'll throw it in the backpack. Why not? Phantoms that made AFK farming really annoying. Whatever. What do you need to do AFK farming for? I don't know. What to do? What to do? Yeah, let's go giant. Sure. I can stand behind this opinion. D2R came out and changed nothing. D2R? Oh, Diablo 2 came and changed nothing but full price for itself. Meanwhile, things like Median XL added so much more to the base game you don't even have to overpay for it. Yeah, I think that's been kind of true with some of the Blizzard remakes that have been coming out lately. Like the Warforged version of Warcraft 3, I remember people being pretty disappointed into. That said, it's just like I played Warcraft 3 when it came out, so... yeah. Modern game dev and string lines and conservatism just makes me sad. I can understand that, where it's just like... that was also another thing that I was really hoping for. I remember when they were remaking Demon Souls and the Dark Souls remaster. I was just like, oh boy, are they going to change up Izalith to not be terrible? Are they going to re-add in the Land of the Giants and Demon Souls? And it's like, nope. Bye, Sweeney Bonesock. Thanks for coming to the stream. It's just like, that was already like in the game. But you know, there is the idea of just like, well, would you add in all the cutscenes to an old movie or something like that? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. I can just go like, I want to see it. I guess, you know, for me, I want to see games continue to grow and change if you're going to do updates to them, and not be preserved in the same way constantly. Like I have, like for example, in Dead Cells, it's just like, yes, I've been here since Dead Cells version 0.1 or whatever, you know, when it first came out early access in 2017. But I'm never like, oh man, I want to go back to previous versions of Dead Cells. It's like, I want to see the game keep continuing to grow and change and be something different all the time. It's like, even though, well, there might be some things that I don't like about it, or, you know, just stuff like that. But of course, I'm always somebody that is very much into growing and changing and everything like that. Good. That's evolved so much since Alpha. I know, it's like a lot of the major updates for Dead Cells are almost like a completely different game. They have changed. They could have just... People were saying when it first came out that it already felt like it was a largely complete game. And it's like, look at what it is now. Look at how it is now. Yes, keep rolling. Oh, look at that pro-level dodge there for the retaliatory bomb from the Arbiter. That is only what you get from somebody playing the game since 2017. All right. Let's see if I can probably get a better version of the Alchemic Carbine here. Only exception that I know, probably a lot of others do that, is Final Fantasy, which each game tries to do something different, even if it tries to keep some elements. I don't know, it depends, because, of course, like there are different things, but it's still largely the same sort of series. There are a few series like that where it's just like they really try to change things up in between each one of like the iterations of the game. I can't come up with good ideas right now, but give me a minute. I can probably come up with some good examples of franchises. But then again, it's just like it's not like, look, here's the thing. Changing up stuff does not necessarily mean that it's better. Remember like Banjo-Kazooie? Though the real big problem that I had with Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was specifically the fact that they shit all over the previous games. Like, they were laughing at you for even thinking that the whole collectathon style was like good game design prior to that point. And then they're like, yeah, well, fuck that. Instead, we got these cool vehicle buildings, and oh, you're already gone. No, come back. We got cool vehicle building. You like being creative and stuff. Oh, they're already gone. But you know, man, like really, don't. That was like another thing with the Devil May Cry, DMC Devil May Cry, where they were very hostile to the people that enjoyed the original Devil May Cry games for their own detriment. But you know, well, Capcom wanted the Western studio take on one of their series, and they got it. they got it. Minecraft's still the best game for modding, like Canvas. Yeah, I know. It's like that's why I want to check out some Minecraft mods. It does seem like mods are basically exactly what I'm looking for, right? It's just like everything I've talked about here. You're just sitting there thinking, well, you can just play some mods, and it's like I should just play some mods. I guess I can't actually go up there. Like, yo, I should just go play some mods, right? Huh? At least the gameplay was good. I mean, the gameplay was good after they brought in the original Devil May Cry team to like touch up the gameplay for DMC. The one thing I will give them though is that, man, that game is very pretty. The art team did a bang up job with that. It's just like I still think like, you know, the whole Raptor News level was super dumb. But goddamn, did it have a lot of style to it. A lot of very good style as well. It wasn't just style for the sake of style. There were some cool set pieces there. But yeah, it's like it's a game lost the annals of history for good reason though. Ah, boy, oh boy. You expect a Median XL? Maybe? I don't know. Wait, no, that's Diablo, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm like that prepared to be jumping into a game like that. 26 in tactics. We're looking pretty good right now. I don't like when a new game series does something edgy, like the previous games were so cringe for XYZ mechanic. Like it's a new game, just move on. Oh, like another really bad one was Konami with well, I mean they didn't do like the old games were so cringe or whatever, but the newer, especially the second of the newer Lords of Shadow Castlevania games were pretty. Oh man, was it? I mean, they have Patrick Stewart in it, which is cool. But oh boy. I hear the first Lords of Shadow was pretty good, but the second Lords of Shadow. Oh man! Whoa! But anyway, Zelda kind of has that. When they introduced the timeline, and they were like, anything that was made before Ocarina of Time is part of the failure timeline. Get over it, nerds. This is the official Zelda timeline now. And I know, it's like, yes, the failure timeline does not mean the game's failed, but that's what it's called, isn't it? That's the name they gave it. DMC is kind of like P5, where they're so unique and easily distinguishable. Ugh. I mean, well, it's a good thing I don't like P5, otherwise that would be a pretty damning comparison. Yo, but I still don't really like Persona 5. And I can rant about that for another 2 hours if you really want me to, but I'm pretty sure nobody wants me to. Bam, good parkouring. Look, did that in what, Undermine? No, it wasn't Undermine. It was Minecraft. Yeah, I was doing more Minecraft again. So and people were basically about to riot by the end of it. Am I in the failure timeline only if you like Zelda 1, 2, or Link to the Past? Basically anything that was not directed by the guy who was directing Zelda by the time Ocarina came out. Wink. Fallen Hero timeline. Still, it's so, like, all of the classic games that made the series, like, one of the most popular one in the Zelda timeline are the failure timeline. Get fucked, nerds. Meh. I hate yeah, if you're wondering, I hate the Zelda timeline, and I hate anybody that forced people to actually make that. Yeah, are we all in the failure timeline? No, come on. I got a semi-successful, not really career, but doing streaming. I like that. I didn't know that Zelda has a timeline. It doesn't. Zelda doesn't have a timeline. But they pretended like they did. There was one. Ah! Yeah, that's right. I'm going full-on curmudgeon-y old man gamer here. Once again, deal with it, nerds. Hey, if they can say deal with it, nerds, I can say deal with it, nerds. Really bold move on them to advance the Zelda timelines 100 years and kill everyone. That's weird. Like, that's not the first time I've seen that either. Think about, like, Mega Man Legends. God, Mega Man, it's just like, to have those... I mean, at least those were designed to be, like, one major timeline. But it's just like, still, boy, the Zelda series is... not Zelda series. The Mega Man series is depressing in that way. Whereas, like, boy, things go... You look at, like, the original Mega Man, and then you look at, like, Mega Man ZX, and it's just like, boy, things sure went bad, didn't they? Things, robots were a mistake. Like, entirely. Okay. Down here, get the last, thing and go. I love it. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. The games are still good. Oh, well, some of them. I gotta say, like, the later Mega Man X games and, you know, here and there, it's like it gets a little bit spotty. But overall, I think Mega Man is serious. And, like, Mega Man Legends is still a very good game. But, like, oh my god. Like, the world state at that point is dire. But, you know what I'm talking about if you ever played the games. This is a 30xdx Mega Man roguelike. Yes, I've seen some people play it. It seems interesting. I don't know. Should I check it out? Because I do really like the Mega Man games. I'm a fan. My fucking burrito still isn't here. Wow! I've been nearly on for an hour. Never played Legends 2, which Capcom made Legends 3 to conclude the series. Yeah, well. And you're gonna get Red Ash. Anyway. Someone mentioned that you're just playing Minecraft all the time now. Yeah, shut up! I am, though. Look, we'll be back to doing Sexy Brutale and... we'll be back to doing Sexy Brutale and the other thing soon enough. Because I'll be honest here, I have basically entirely finished Minecraft. Like... You might be like, you can't finish Minecraft. You just wait until hang around until after the after Dead Cells is done, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tesla Coil is OP in this fight, I guess. What? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, at the very minimum, I already have the next Death's Gambit ready to go, so it's just like I'm gonna have to go work on Sexy Brutale, but it's like we at least have something when I call you up next. Like, what the hell? I know, I don't motion twin fix a game. There you go, got it. I feel like it's been a while since I've said that. All right. Let's get going here. Oh, did I take damage? I felt like I didn't take damage, but I guess I did. Dang. Literally unwatchable. Well, that's not a phrase I say. You know how it is. If you do not have as magnificent as a house as you had in Terraria, the one you exploded out of frustration because of chat berating it. Yeah, I showed that one in the final episode. Well, the previously final episode of Minecraft. The Terraria house. And it's like, I tried, but not really. Took projectile damage. Oh, dang it. Felt like I was doing so good there, too. Well, especially when he glitched out and, you know, he didn't do the Crystal Slam attack. He was just kind of like waiting. It's like, I'm going to do it any second. You just wait. Oh, you're going to be sorry for messing with me. You like Sexy Brutale? Yes. I think Sexy Brutale is pretty good. But I got to see a little bit more. I've only done the tutorial so far, so it's like it's hard to make any real judgments on it yet. The concept, yeah, once again, the concept is Gregory Horror Show. Concept is Shadow of Destiny. Or Ghost Trick. I could have just said Ghost Trick. You know what a game that people actually recognize is? Ghost Trick. You play Ghost Trick? Okay. Nah. Look, you'll get it though. You understand what the game is. Is this still beta? I mean, I have it set to beta, but I'm fairly certain that this is currently live in the current version of the game right now. Ghost Trick, haven't heard that name since 2013. Why, Ghost Trick died 10 years ago and was brought back to life by a ghost. But hey, compared to Shadow of Destiny, people know what it is. Has anybody else actually played that game? Like, do people know what I'm talking about when I say that? Surely somebody does. Surely somebody's like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Which game? Shadow of Destiny. I think it's also called Shadow of Memories. Yeah, who? Okay, fine. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows what I'm talking. Okay, fine. Yeah. It's a similar premise to Sexy Brutale, then. Except, you know, not in like a fancy masquerade ball. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if Sexy Brutale is supposed to be taking place in a masquerade ball, or if people have masks on because of magic. That could also be the case, to be honest. Any thoughts on Limbo of the Lost? I have no desire to become the king of Limbo. Oh, God, what a... That's a video game. You know, I'll say this. It would be a fun playthrough. It would be a very interesting playthrough because it's a very interesting game. But, no. But you could be the king of Limbo. No. No, I couldn't. Oh, boy. If you've never heard of that game before, I would suggest looking it up, because it is not just interesting in terms of the game itself, but also interesting in terms of the fact they stole all the assets. But that's a discussion for another time, when somebody forces me to play it. Look, if I'm going to play like an FMV style game, make me play Total Distortion. I want to actually play through that game because I think it looks so wacky and weird. At least I've seen a decent amount of it, but I'd be down with it. Yeah, no more powerful here. Kind of pretty much got everything I'm going to get out of, well, everything here now, don't I? Assassin's Creed series is for sale. Haven't played any of it. Should I buy it to catch up? I don't know. I mean, after playing both Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima, I just kind of feel like I don't know. I wouldn't really get too much out of that game. Maybe if into that sort of exploration, mission-based, open world. Of course, I always hear that Black Flag is really good. What impression can you do the best? Probably nothing. I can't really think of. I'm not really an impression person. I feel like anything just sounds like me doing a bad Cockney accent or vampire accent. Look, I've talked about this before. Every single accent either goes into vampire or Don Knotts. Well, or Jimmy Stewart, and then into Don Knotts. That's just how trying to do accents works. Black Flag is a great pirate game, despite being LARPing is an Assassin's Creed game. That's what I've heard. But of course, it's like, yeah, hey, pirate games are fun. Who don't like a good pirate game? Speaking of more Microsoft games, it's just like I've got a Sea of Thieves, which I always feel so bad about because it's like, hey, finally Rareware gets to make their pirate game, and it's after nobody cares about Rareware anymore. Still moderately successful though, so I guess that's cool at least. And you know, most of the people have like left except for what, Ken Lobb. I think he's still there. Try deep voice. Oh, he's me talking with my deep voice. Okay, see? I told you. Bad Cockney, right there. I don't know why AC3 is hated so much. Story is okay, not great, better than Revelations, no worse than Brotherhood, and the mechanics are fun. I don't know. I always hear that that's like the lesser one, but I don't know anything about the Assassin's Creed games. Okay, that's not true. I know a lot about the Assassin's Creed games, but it's mostly like lore stuff because I read the wiki. So, sounds like you didn't even put on any effort. What are you talking about? Didn't even put in any effort. You're right. I didn't. What an astute observation. I like Syndicate. I like Syndicate too. That's actually the one game that I know that I watched a playthrough of, and it seems pretty fun. Mostly because the characters are entertaining, and you know, the sort of turn of the century, industrial era London is a fun setting. Yeah. Oh, well, so much for getting the. No, I got 6 kills. Cool. I mean, like it matters. But yeah, it's like the real important thing was that the characters were well sketched out. I guess, yeah, I have actually watched a playthrough of Unity, and that character, and like the main character in that game is garbage. Like he's total garbage trash. It's a revenge plot, so you already know my opinion on it. But like, still, other than that, he's just kind of like from what I remember, it's like even before the revenge plot, he was sort of just a retread of Ezio, as you do. You know how that be. The type that spends all night reading wikis in your bed? Dog, I was just talking about how I was looking at the Minecraft Dungeons wiki to see what the comparison was earlier in the stream. Yes, you're right. You got me. You know that's the exact... I'm that exact sort of person. Because I want to see a comparison of the two games. He spent time practicing the librarians, and I could. It's in the game now, after all, now, isn't it? Oh, did I miss? Oh, yeah, I missed it. He's okay. Oh, Is this the carbine from the start? No, it's a 345% alchemic carbine 12. I made sure not to just use the earliest version of it. Come on, give me a little bit of credit here. I re-rolled shops a couple times. This one's from the cavern. I know I've done it several times in the past like that, but not this time. I swear to you. What do you got? Give me them 33 stats. Looking good. Looking saucy. Missing a fragment too? I might be... No, that... I don't know. I mean, they don't spawn fragments evenly, so that you always get, like, stats and everything. But I might have missed one. That's true. Just usually, it's usually how it goes. Here, you know what? Just shoot this against the wall and heal up a little bit. Look at it go. Okay, whatever. I really need to mess around too much otherwise. Let's get going here. Haven't made it to Syndicate. Can't even catch up because my brother has a console now, so my laptop barely runs AC4. Yeah. Besides, it's just like Ubisoft games on PC are of a kind. They have a reputation. A new Far Cry game just came out, and I'm sure that anybody that has played that recently can probably vouch for it. Yes? If you even bothered, that is. I don't know. Is new Far Cry game good? Because, like, I don't know. It's usually pretty decent games, right? Finally got the burrito. It's been an hour and 10 minutes since you apparently ordered that. Jesus Christ, it's got to be, like, cold right now. It's the same, yeah. He's a guy playing Far Cry using a baby blender as a controller. A baby doll inside a kitchen blender. What? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Wait, was that 3? I thought that was 4. I remember Far Cry 4 was the one that everybody was really into. And then Far Cry 5 was, you know, I mean, it was interesting because, hey, it's in America. But I don't really remember it making that much of a splash past, hey, it's in America. So, I don't know. That said, I can't really say that I'm like, not really my style of game anyway. So, can't really say that it's just like, oh yeah, I was really champing at the bit to try and play a ton of that. Far Cry 1 is pog, if only for nostalgia reasons. Yeah, that I believe. A lot of people do have a lot of nostalgia for the olden Far Cries and their own malaise mechanics. Malaria, but you know what I'm talking about. Brad. That's fine, though. Apparently, Ubisoft themselves sponsored the Baby Blender stream. What? I guess? Like, right? If you are a person that, you know, fine, whatever, I'll just do it too. If you are a person that has a very unique type of streaming style, why not? Why not? Like that's a sort of sponsorship you'd want, right? Something that is something that is unique. I don't get people talking. Haven't used the potion for the entire run. Might as well use it right now. For fun. Brett. Ridiculous. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at this joke. There already. That bug almost killed you. That's fine. Oh, whatever. Almost done goofed. Chug again for fun. I should have. Do it for the memes. Memes and dreams, baby. When are you going to see another Perfect Collector fight? It's been a while, hasn't it? I could just do that when I'm done with like the aspect showcase. I could just do that on stream. Just make it be like, hey, let's do it. Let's just go for the final like perfect collector kill, and just like make a couple streams or like a series of streams out of it. Oh, who knows? Might end up doing it. But yeah, Blood Dragon was pretty cool. I mean, I remember like Blood Dragon being cool. I remember like Prehistoric looked pretty fun too. And like Far Cry 4 was like good. Wait, MC has boobs? Yeah, that was the collector, the timekeeper collector uniform. So you get booba with that. Here, to end the Dead Cells portion of the stream. Let's go observe all of the booba you get with in Dead Cells for some reason. Why am I doing this? Here you get golden booba. Anyway, but yeah, like also the Tick outfit, the female body, and then of course the all of the timekeeper outfits are. You get a bared midriff as well. A lot more obvious here, where the skin clashes a bit better with the top. But yeah, you can see otherwise, it's just like, yeah, it's same skin as always. Same basic model. Then there is, of course, the snowman. Okay, that's enough of that then.